Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Firaxis live stream. This is an exciting week as we are getting ready to talk about XCOM 2. I'm joined today by Garth DeAngelis, senior producer on XCOM 2, and Kevin Schultz, Firaxis' community manager, who's stepped out behind the desk today to help us play.
Hello.
So we have a bunch of cool stuff. XCOM 2 is coming out on February 5th, 2016. There was a whole bunch of information provided today. And what we thought we'd do in our show today is actually take you guys through a representative slice of XCOM 2. We're going to walk you through the strategy side. We're going to show you soldiers setup and customization, and then we're going to jump into a mission, and we will see how we do. All right, so Garth, thanks very much for coming out today. Garth is going to provide us with a color commentary and advise us when we're doing things wrong. So I know you guys are excited to see the game. We're excited to show it to you. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump into XCOM 2. Okay, so here we are on board the Avenger. This is your new headquarters for the XCOM organization. We've got a couple of things outstanding right now. We've got, looks like we've got notifications in both research and the armory. We'll leave research alone for a second, but let's go over to the armory real quick here and take a look at our soldiers. So this is cool. This is the same hands-on demo that the press has gotten to play, the stuff that people have been reporting on this week. So we're going to show you some of the soldiers that we have ready to go. We've got representative members of all of the classes, and we've got 2 rookies ready to go. Here's our Grenadier, Katya Flores. She's got her equipment, but she's got room for both weapons upgrade and personal combat stims. Instead, I'm going to show you the abilities that she's coming with today. So, Garth, do you want to talk a little bit about how the skill tree's been built out for the Grenadier?
Sure. This is the Grenadier is somewhat similar to the Heavy from Enemy Unknown with a bit of a wrinkle where they can do a bit more damage now. You can choose to go down sort of the demo expert path or the heavy gunner. And we have some cool new systems, some subsystems in XCOM 2 that the Grenadier is perfect for. When you look at enemies that now have armor, it's a new way to interact and take these guys down. And some of them, you really have to tear away that armor before you can get to the meat of the enemy. The Grenadier is perfect for that. If you go down the heavy gunner route, that first ability you have there, the Shredder, is exactly what you want to whittle away an enemy's armor. And then you have Demolition, I believe, on the demo expert side, which is a super fun ability. As you all know, cover is everything. That is the lifeblood of a combat map in XCOM. And Demolition simply says you are going to take away an enemy's cover. You're not going to damage them unless you have potentially upgrades to your gun. But you will be able to completely demolish their cover as long as it is destructible, which most of the cover is in XCOM.
One of the things I like about these abilities is they sort of borrow from the other tree. So because you tend to use things like grenades to shred armor, typically speaking, having the ability to do it with your cannon as a heavy gunner is important. Yeah. And the ability to use your cannon to demolish cover is pretty cool, especially for a class like the Grenadier that can shoot a hole in a wall and then the next turn lob a grenade in there and get that going. All right, and that is just one of our soldiers. We'll move on to the next one. Stacy Bell here. We've actually built her out as a gunslinger. I think gunslinger is very definitely a cool evolution of the sniper class. Sniper, very familiar. If you're familiar with how that class works from XCOM, you're going to set up high on the battlefield somewhere and you're going to nuke people from orbit.
Yeah.
But one of the things that just impresses me is how powerful gunslingers get. Later on in the game. They're almost like a second assault class.
I think we heard so much from fans in Enemy Unknown and Enemy Within how godly snipers became, and so it sort of became this running joke on the team that it's like, okay, you can't go wrong with a sniper. You always need a long range sniper, a godly damage dealer from afar. And it sort of became a joke, like, can we make pistols as fun as a sniper rifle? And the design team did it. It's a really interesting decision now. You don't just want to spec out this awesome master of a sniper rifle. The pistol is so satisfying, and the glam cams on the pistol, when you see that thing get pulled out, add to the impact that it has, which I think we'll see in combat.
I think at this point, I prefer going gunslinger, and I've had the hardest time convincing people.
They did it.
Yeah, well, no one wants to go that route. The other interesting thing you might want to point out is Squad Sight, which is now the very first.
Right, that's right. It's your squatting ability now for that. So.
Yeah. I mean, and that's a super smart decision again that the design team made. I mean, having Squad Sight against anything on the gunslinger tree was always tough to not take Squad Sight. So It's such a critical foundational ability of this class that we said we'd give it right to the squad.
Lightning Hands is going to be a huge part of the gameplay that we get to today too. That ends up being such a critical decision, especially where we are. Now we get into the specialist. So here's Laurie Jammer Jones, our specialist, and we get to kind of build her out. She can rank up to sergeant. We haven't locked her in, and now we get to have the discussion: combat hacker versus battlefield medic.
I want to hear you two go at it.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. All right, hold on. You guys are each going to play a combat map. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we are.
Okay. All right. So maybe
okay.
we'll hold that for there. Well, Pete, where would you go first?
So, I've actually changed my views on this since the game.
We're about
launched.
to get deep, aren't we?
So I used to be battlefield medic all of the time. Battlefield medic.
Yeah.
Like my first support that I would build out in Enemy Within was always the medic guy. You know, you got to bring the medic with you. And so this time around, again, the medic gets to be super useful. Medical protocol on the Gremlin means you can heal remotely. That's huge.
Yep.
You got that sniper who's just out of range. You got that one assault who's got to get up next turn. You can't bring him back to heal. You know, it's not quite as effective as running up with a med kit, but it's a lot better than nothing.
Sounds like a pretty clear decision to make.
Except it's not. And then Combat Hacker turns out to have all of these cool things in it. Between Combat Protocol, which is a guaranteed hit, and I can't begin to tell you the number of times where 2 points of damage is the difference between success and failure. And not to mention, the improved damage versus robotic enemies, sometimes you really just need to crack down on a mech trooper or a turret or something bigger, and that's where this comes in. And then Haywire Protocol, the ability to either disable, if you're lucky, or if you're super lucky, gain control of robotic units.
That's huge. Yeah.
That is huge. So, I now run with 2 specialists.
Yep.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
That's
That
going
was
to
a
be
good breakdown.
So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
actually,
right.
for this though, I'm actually going to build out today as a battle medic, and I'm actually going to take Revival Protocol because this is super helpful for getting status effects off people, especially later on we'll see this, the Advent Stun Lancers tend to have some nasty tricks up their sleeves as well too. All right, here we go, the Ranger. This is the part where everybody likes Assault versus Scout. How much do you like stealth versus how much do you like hitting things in the face with a sword?
This one's always a good choice because like Blade Master is solid. Like you need extra damage, like nothing wrong with that. But then Phantom like completely changes how you use the Ranger. Whereas if he's still in concealment, well I guess so for anyone who doesn't know, Phantom keeps the Ranger in concealment after everyone else has revealed. And if you have that one guy, he turns into the Scout, so you can pick off, or you can see the other enemies before your other revealed guys can, and kind of move your revealed units around those enemies accordingly.
Yeah. This is the ghost spotter for your sniper.
Yeah.
For when you're building a sniper
Yep.
who's a long-range shooter, who's got the position on the battlefield. This is the guy who runs around and lines up those shots.
And because XCOM 2 has procedural objectives in it now, a lot of things that I didn't expect happened with a Phantom or a Scout-based Ranger, where you can keep that guy by himself concealed and take this roundabout way to satisfy your objective. The rest of your squad is neutralizing the enemies, which you also have to do, but the Ranger is on the down low while you're kiting those other enemies out, is either sabotaging this building or taking care of this other objective. So they're pretty versatile once you go down the Scout route, but Assault is awesome, as you can imagine.
You turn yourself into a human chrysalid is basically what it boils down to.
Yes.
I mean, I've had guys.
Really?
Oh,
I can impregnate the enemies. I did not know that.
Well,
Pete.
you know, you take them out to dinner first. Maybe the human berserker would be better. I actually had an assault take out a berserker in one of the games I just played.
I like that
was
analogy.
pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick Blade Master, and because hitting people with a sword, let's pick one job and do it really, really well. All right, so we've started with our soldiers. Let's go ahead and we're going to look through some of the other options that we have here. Let's go to personal combat sims, and I think this is an important subsystem. This is an example of the kind of loot that you can find on the battlefield.
Yep.
These are dropped by the Advent soldiers. Very, very helpful to have. I'm going to go ahead, and since I've picked an assault ranger here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick conditioning for this guy. Give him that extra hit point. But because I want him to get a lot tougher, we're going to change his loadout. And we are going to give him the Exosuit.
Yeah. Good
And
choice.
then this is
The EXO armor suit gives our soldiers the power they need to handle heavy weapons.
What does it do?
With the durability.
what does it? It slices, it dices. It's a dessert topping, it's a floor wax. In this case, it comes by default with a rocket launcher. One of the projects that you can undertake in the Proving Ground, which we'll get back to in a couple of minutes, changes the armament on their flamethrower is another possibility as well too. But this rocket launcher, again, functions a bit like a grenade. It will shred armor, it will wreck area, it will do a ton of damage within an area, but moreover, it's going to give them a big block of health for a guy who's going to get up in people's faces and hit them with it. That's going to be very, very effective. Now, we come to a question, which is, do you give your Rangers shotguns, or do you equip them with assault rifles?
Shotguns.
Shotguns?
Shotguns.
Shotguns.
I go shotguns.
Okay.
Until you can upgrade.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's upgrade his shotgun here. We've got some different options because this guy is going to get up close. We have a few different mods available to us. Hair trigger. This is by default. It gives you a 5% chance that your shooting option will not trigger your action for the turn. So that's either 2 shots or a shot at something else, which is incredibly cool. I'm a big believer in expanded magazine for the shotgun. With only 3 rounds, you know, sometimes you just gotta. What do you guys think?
So I like, shoot, which one is it? The hair trigger. And even though it only will happen 5% of the time, when it does happen, it's the most amazing thing like ever.
This is true, actually.
a lot of risk, I guess. But like I've played through this a million times, and you know, it's only happened to me a few times. But it's like it's always at that perfect moment where, you know, I got one guy down, I get that 5% chance, I get to take out the rest of the pod with my one soldier. So it's amazing.
It is. It's like a little surprise present
Yeah.
that you were not expecting. You totally forget about after you put it on.
Yep.
You know, it looks awesome and it's cool to put on.
All
But
right.
then when it happens, it is perfect.
But you do what you want to do.
I'm sold. I'm sold on the bonus trigger. So we will call this surprise hours special delivery.
Yeah.
Oh, does
Too many characters.
Yep. We'll just call it surprise.
Surprise.
Surprise. I can't type. All right, there we go. Confirm. And then I know we've shown this off before, but it is really cool that you can kind of dye your weapons different colors. Surprise is blue to me. All right. Anyway, there we go. There's Enrique with his awesome surprise shotgun right there.
Oh, we should rename some people from chat as our soldiers.
Oh, okay. I need a volunteer for a heavy.
So we'll give it a minute. Why don't you? We can maybe like play around with some customizations while they're.
Okay.
While we got some people.
So,
Do you want to pick it?
Yeah.
So Garth is going to.
So Garth is going to pick somebody. So that'll be cool. All right.
Hit me
So
with
this
the
is
people.
We're going to customize our heavy a little bit here, just to show you some of the options that are available. We'll just go into. Look at all these hair options.
Whoa, this went fast. Holy shit.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Pick somebody.
You're fine.
Roof ram.
Roof ram.
RUF RAN.
Hold on a second. Character info.
Is that first name Roof?
Last name
Ram?
RUF RAM.
RUF RAN.
Okay.
Roof Ram.
Roof ram.
Yes, roof ram.
Roof Ram.
Roofrum's nickname, your new nickname,
Put me in,
Roofrum,
coach.
is Boom Boom. Boom Boom. All right.
Boom,
A
boom,
lot of
rough
people
ram.
want to get in.
Okay.
do a couple.
All right. Well, we got a few people we can do.
wanna pick another one?
Let's pick some different people. Who wants to be a sharpshooter?
Flat top.
Come on, you guys got to impress me. Oh, cool. There's.
You gotta give them 30 seconds.
You got it. Yeah, because they're a little
Oh,
bit behind
Thursday,
us in the
okay,
years.
right.
All right. So we'll change some options around here. Let's do some props. You want to do a hat or a helmet?
Yeah. I always love the
Boonie hats.
the aviator shades with the cigar. It's like the perfect combo.
Okay. Well, let's do that. Let's do
I got another name.
upper face prop. All right. Hold on.
You can
Very
write it down.
impressed by
Aviators.
this deal.
Lower face prop.
Wait, which one?
Natto Havoc.
Cigar.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, hang on a second. I heard we have a name.
Yes.
Okay, who's our name?
Nat O Havoc.
N-A-T
NATOHAVOC.
Okay, Natto Havoc.
That looks like a Natto Havoc.
That's a Natto Havoc. And your nickname, Natto Havoc, is Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Okay. So there's Natto Havoc. I need somebody. What?
It might be cool. So this is something new. You can change nationality
Oh,
and
yeah.
gender of your soldiers, so you can make them whatever you want, whenever you
Yep.
want.
Natto Havoc, you're now a Belgian guy.
There you go.
Oh, I need to give you your aviators back because you don't have them anymore, and you want them. Upper face prop, change that back. Aviators.
It's nighttime. Why are you wearing aviators?
Actually, you know what? Oh, I did arms. Why are you wearing aviators? Because it's cool. It's prop. Cigar. There you go. All right.
Cool.
Now to have it, you look awesome.
Prepared.
Actually, I'm going to change your hair. You need different hair. Okay. It's props. Got your hair. You got a loose braid. Man bun.
Man bun.
Man bun.
Yes.
There you go.
Wow.
Business up front, extra seating in the rear. I don't know. All right, there you go. Now to Havoc.
Boom.
I'm impressed. All right, I need a specialist. I need a specialist. Pick me a specialist.
Borderline.
Borderline.
Just-
That's a nickname. That's a great nickname.
I think I know
That's
who
a
that
great
is.
nickname.
The person who that is laughing right now.
That's all right.
Borderline.
That's somebody at Firaxis. Pick somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Hey,
up to
Firaxis guys.
That's QA.
Get out of chat.
Carl.
Carl.
Our
Oh,
lovely,
gee.
our lovely little Carl and QA. They're
That was
laughing
one
at
of
him.
our internal team members. What are you doing? Get back to work, Borderline.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Caught you red-handed.
Okay. Neo Tiumen.
Okay.
So Neo, N-E-O. Yeah, there you go.
All right, so we'll do Tayuman, and your nickname is going to be Neo. And because your nickname is Neo, we need to make you look as much like a Matrix character as possible. So I think what we will do is we will change your main armor color to awesome black with another dark shade here. Yes, that's very good. Dodge this.
Yep.
Okay, that's very good. All right, and actually I'm gonna, so we have another sim we can use here. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to our specialist. I'm gonna change the loadout as well too. And then one of the things, we gave players some different options as well, including, we put some weapons in there ahead of time. Purifier here has a superior hair trigger, and it will proc, oh no, it's just a regular hair trigger. It will proc 5% of the time. It's just like the shotgun one. All right, and then we're gonna go back to Gotcha here, and you actually have a special sniper rifle. Sorry, wrong menu. Called the Reaper, and the Reaper's got an advanced stock, which even if you miss, you're gonna do 2 points of damage. So that is pretty amazing too. All right. So we have our squad. Well, we have 4 soldiers. Let's go back to the Avenger for a second because there's some other things going on here. First of all, we've got the Guerrilla Tactics School. We've talked about this in the past. This is a little bit like the Officer Candidacy School from Enemy Unknown, where this is where you're going to go and you're going to select your new combat tactics. Like, for example, we're going to up our squad size by 1 because that's going to be very useful for some of these missions. But you can also assign rookies here. So we'll send Amy Gordon here. And she's going to hang out here for 10 days, and we can choose, or for 5 days, we can choose what class she would come out as.
See what your go-to is, Pete. Specialist. Of course.
Why not?
It's wise.
Why not?
Yes.
Yeah, it's super helpful.
In her training to become a medic, she's about to do some push-ups, it looks like.
Yeah.
I like
Let's watch
it.
it.
So there's a bunch of 2. That's more than I can do.
5, 6.
That's right.
7.
You got to send out that gremlin to heal people.
So it's important to have some body strength too.
That's
right.
All right, and then one more thing I want to just show people real quick. We do have a memorial in the bar again,
Oh, yeah.
so you can go to Fallen
Do
Soldiers.
you have anyone that
So there's and actually their portraits will come up here over time. We'll hopefully everybody survives this mission and we don't. But if
Someone-
they come back,
Someone will
It looks
die.
like XCOM is planning to utilize that wall.
you know.
Yeah.
They could have put a flat screen there, but
They
no,
came-
they decided to make it the memorial.
Yeah.
They
They're
came
like-
prepared.
You all are going to fill this.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Well, what was funny was right before we went on tour for the hands-on event, when I was doing a playthrough, and Central was down in the bar.
Yes, Central will show up
Yeah.
in the bar. I mean, all of your soldiers will hop around the base. It's pretty cool. When Amy is done training there, she might be in the living quarters playing poker. She might be in the bar having a
Most of our
drink.
soldiers, the
She
living
might be in
quarters on
the
board the
commander's
Avenger
quarters
are
or
a
in the
step up
bridge,
from the
walking around
conditions
talking
they've
to
had to
other
live
units.
with on
So
the
it's
ground.
the base definitely feels way more alive than Enemy Unknowns as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite was I had a mission where some people died, and I went to the memorial to mourn them, I guess. And there was a a soldier that was just like on the floor, like crying.
Yes,
It was-
they develop bonds. And
Yeah.
Pete, can you zoom out real quick? I have no idea what's going to be behind, but just to reinforce, and if you pan to the left,
Yeah, hang on.
just to reinforce that this is your base, your mobile base, and those scenes, the art team did a fantastic job on these little touches that
We've been picking
you
up
rarely
some weird
see, and unless you take the
transmissions
time to explore. But you
Sounds a
fly
little
around the
like
world
German,
now.
but it's
You
hard
might
to
be in
tell.
sort of a snowy landscape. You might see a dilapidated city in the background that looks very post-apocalyptic. You might be on top of a mountain range. You fly all over the world, and the game looks absolutely gorgeous when you do so.
So everyone, take the time to appreciate the outdoors. Garth wants you to spend time outside.
Yes, I mean,
don't
look,
just,
this
don't
is
just
part
save
of
the world.
Part of the world, Pete.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Remember what you're fighting for. All right, and what are we fighting for? Let's go to the geoscape real quick. There's a bunch of things going on here. We have our avatar project tracking up here.
What
Very
what
dangerous.
dark events
What dark events
do we have?
We have some bad ones queued up.
Yep.
Resistance Informant is a pain in the ass because that's going to move the retaliation.
language.
Pain in the flanking because it's going to move up the date of a retaliation mission, which is a pain. Alloy padding, just brutal. Let's go ahead and make those Advent Troopers a little bit less of a road bump than they have been. And then this one's even hidden. We have some intel. I'm going to go ahead and we'll just we'll check to see what it is.
Yeah. Vigilance.
Okay. Vigilance
Ooh.
stinks. Vigilance seriously increases the vision range of the enemies. Makes it very easy for you to blunder into a group of enemies that you didn't see. Makes it much harder to set up those initial kind of go loud moments on the tactical missions. So let's take a look at what we have going on as far as missions go. So we've got some Guerrilla Ops queued up for us. We're going to go to this one in New India here, Operation Warhand. We are going to hack this Advent computer and counter the alloy padding.
Setting course for
Dark
India.
So let's go ahead and we are going to. All right, got everybody queued up here. Any changes we want to make? We've got Thanos, our new rookie, ready to go. We've got our team. Looks like everybody's kitted up about as well as I can expect.
I would say change his mustache on the left, but that's actually pretty awesome.
He looks like Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not?
Brody.
Why would you
No,
want to
never
mess
mind.
with that?
It
Yeah,
just, it jumped out at me as an option, and then I immediately said you're wrong. Or,
yeah. So we will give him a weapon upgrade because we
There
have
you go.
it. So you're a rookie. You can't hit for trying. I'm gonna give you some training wheels there. All right, that's
Live stream's getting a little blue. Don't like Twitch.
I'm just excited. All right, here we go. Let's go.
So Pete, you're playing this mission.
So I'm going to play this mission and try not to embarrass myself.
Okay. Is another mission being played after
Sky
this?
Ranger deployed.
Yes.
Well,
Green to
we're going to
deploy.
play this mission again. Kevin's going to make some.
Kevin's gonna play.
going to
that.
try to show me out.
So this is an opportunity to do a direct comparison with our esteemed marketing community group, right?
As anybody will tell you, there's no comparing me because everything's going to be better.
Look, you're already getting problems. You almost clicked return to Avengers. You better concentrate, Pete, because I might start talking trash to you while you play. That's part of the variable here, Pete.
For alien reinforcements.
All right, so
It sounds like he may have had a lead on data critical
use
to the
this,
latest
to
alien operation,
reinforce that
but we'll have to move
there's so many
quickly if
ways
we're
to play
going
the
to
game.
recover it.
All of
Secure
them are
the
good.
area and hack in before Advent shuts down the connection. We need to seize control of that
yeah,
data. We're going to
thanks. That's all right. All right,
So
we're gonna-
where are you going now? You went to a Guerrilla Op.
This is a Guerrilla Op. This is the Guerrilla Op that's going to counter padding. This is attack workstation. Let's go ahead and let me see.
Menace 1-5, this is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead. Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance.
Okay, so we're going to drop in concealment. Looks like the biome that we have generated is small town. So that's okay. We've got an Advent checkpoint right up here, which is cause for some concern.
It's worth pointing out that you can actually play these first couple of turns when you're in concealment. You can play them a little more recklessly than you usually do.
I prefer aggressively. not
Aggressively.
recklessly.
That's a better word. So you know, since you're hidden and you have to hit those tiles and certain, you have to do certain things to become revealed. So you don't have to necessarily, you know, take one turn at a time.
Move and hunker.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't have to do that anymore.
Right.
And actually, you shouldn't, because most of these missions, and Pete, you can start playing if you want. I don't mean to hold you up, but most of these missions have timers on them now too.
Yeah.
We didn't want. It's a good go-to strategy to move and Overwatch or move and hunker, and you can still do that in some cases. But we didn't want that to be the go-to in every situation. So when you combine concealment, when you combine the timers for the secondary objective on that, it's something that you have to weigh with every single move that you make.
So I'm definitely going to try to get my my specialist up as close as possible. Now, the thing that has me concerned is there's a group of 3 civilians here, and stop for a second, mouse. Okay, you'll see that they've got the alert indicators around them. If I move into that area, these civilians are not necessarily friendly to XCOM. They will panic. There are people with guns running around the world, and they will break concealment. So I do need to be a little bit careful of them. Got some good high cover there.
Already there.
Yeah, you're XCOM. You're saving the world, and you ultimately want to save humanity. But these particular humans, they're sort of under the aliens' will right now, and they don't know you exist. They think everything is okay in the world, so you have to watch out for them when you're going around maps.
Without the
here we go.
introduction of human DNA, these creatures once operating under the guise
So we've got a
of
Viper, we've got a
men,
Stun Lancer. Viper was
now
one of the
show
first
their
aliens
true
that was
form.
showed off in the game.
A
We got a
purely
combination of that
reptilian
tongue
species.
grab and
No
the
reason to
bind.
them to
The
hide.
Stun Lancers
The
we've
aliens
talked
don't
about
need an
on
infiltration unit anymore.
XCOM.com a little bit before. And Freddie Mercury's out in the open here. It's not, he's flanked. That's not great.
Vipers are super dangerous. Like every one of their moves is just like a game changer.
That's kind of amazing. I think if they'd come just a little bit farther towards my team, they would have picked this guy out of cover. But as it is, he ends up back in cover. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get ready to go loud. I have that. You know, that's a big building. There could be a bunch of stuff behind that.
Yeah. Once you've spotted the first enemy, you don't want to move too much further, because if you spot a second group of enemies, once you've revealed yourself, you'll have both pods on you.
So here's the logic of what I'm about to do, and then Kevin will do something much smarter when he plays the game.
Not true.
So I have a few people in a pretty good position. I'm going to take my rookie, and I'm going to take him up here
Moving to
for his
designated
first movement.
coordinates.
He's going to be the one who actually triggers the ambush, because his 2-hit percentage is lower than all of these really great specialists. I'm going to go ahead and let's take a look at mine. 2 hits, 82%. 82%. That's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and go into sniper rifle Overwatch.
Got my eyes on it.
I have the Grenadier. She's going to skip back
Orders
here.
confirmed. Moving out.
Roofer, you're going back here. And then
Oh.
one thing I want to point out is
Oh, yeah.
this is something pretty cool. Look over at the 2 enemies at the top of the screen, the Viper and the Advent Stun Lancer. As I move my cursor, you'll see these crosshairs appear next to the character health bar. That means if I move to that spot, I will be able to shoot those people. I will have line of sight to them. It is a line of sight preview option that's available.
That's
to
right.
you.
And you should have used that in your previous move, Pete.
I thought
And
of that
actually-
in retrospect.
A nice. If you hit Z right here, it's a cool little.
Oh, right.
You could move your cursor around. Before that move, you could have moved to where you're at and seen that.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a little hint, Pete, for the future.
Thanks, Carter. If there's any other advice you want to provide in the moment, I'd
Not-
appreciate
not at
that
this
greatly.
moment.
Not at this moment. Okay.
We'll wait.
Thanks. I'm going to go ahead, since he's got line of sight. It's a bit far for the shotgun, but we'll go ahead and Overwatch there.
For anyone that's asking in chat, we're playing on normal difficulty. Okay. I've got the in-game name for that. Veteran, that's right.
Let's see what happens here. And what's interesting is I can actually move up to the roof and not trigger Overwatch, because I'm going to skirt right past
That's a good
right
question.
past their spot.
What does
Heading to that
visual
location.
veto mean?
I am vigilant. I keep secrets.
Scanning.
Okay. Should have one more guy. Nope. All right, here we go. We're going to trigger this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a shot at the Viper, because I think that's probably the deadlier of the 2 enemies. Here we go. Rookie got a hit in. That's good.
Cover's close.
Oh snap!
Yep. That's all right. We got this. We got this. Oh! but still got the 2
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah.
having advanced stuff.
Oh,
Grazed. Oh.
that.
Slippery.
That works.
There we go. There we go.
Nice.
Oh, you got a loot drop.
Oh, nice.
Loot
Can I
drop.
just say that never gets old?
No,
I
it really
give so
doesn't.
much
yeah.
kudos to our team for making that happen. Our lead engineer Ryan McFall and the cinematic artists and engineers that worked on that. It is awesome. It makes Overwatch feel so much smoother and sleeker.
Smarter and.
Oh no!
Oh! Oh.
The Stun Lancers, whoever fills that role on the Advent, like they're just the craziest people. 'Cause they come right at you.
Yeah.
Like with no regard to. They're just crazy.
Oh yeah, cars still explode. Just keep
Cars
that in mind.
exploding.
Keep that in mind.
Lovely
That's,
thing in
that's
this
an
world.
important part of XCOM in general. All right, so Wounded Grenadier. Yeah.
So you got stunned on that last one. Okay, so
I
you
got
have one action
stunned.
point.
But
Right.
yeah, so it said stunned 1. That's the total number of actions that you lose. So
Yes.
you notice.
And you want to take out stun lancers pretty quickly because they can also knock you unconscious. It's a much lower chance for that to happen.
But it sucks.
It can happen. It can
It
happen. If you're
sucks
knocked
so
unconscious,
bad.
you're out. Unless you have revival protocol, right, Pete?
Yes, exactly. All right, we're gonna. That's not how you sword, bro. Bro, do you even sword?
Whoa! Look at that shockwave effect. You have a wind
Actually-
sword,
actually-
supersonic
That's
wind
pretty
sword.
epic.
Cut through the wall.
Yes.
That's what I love. All right, so so this looks like the building where the terminal is located. Yep, it's inside. It's inside this building here. Got a couple of options. Want to be able to pick that up, but I don't want to make it too risky to do so. Gosh.
Good, Pete.
Yeah. It's always the
Don't
patrol you
panic
don't
yet.
see. It's always the patrol you don't see, though.
This is true.
That's yeah.
All right, we're gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move up and Overwatch here. Freddie Mercury is gonna open the door for us.
On Overwatch.
We've talked a lot about the procedural maps too, but it's really cool to reiterate here that all of these supporting art elements change. If Pete would have went into this map another time, it would be different, potentially a different time of day. Potentially that Advent checkpoint wouldn't have been there. The building surrounding the church or the church itself might have been different.
Yeah, it's In fact, when Kevin plays, if he advances time a little bit, I think it will actually change the map itself. Whoa! Saw something.
Something was moving.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
This is an extremely well-equipped mechanized combat unit. We'll need to look for vulnerabilities if we're going to take that thing out.
On this build, I've never hacked that mech. Never hacked that mech. All right.
Oh, I see. You were biased against AWire protocols in the build.
No, well, yes. I'm not going to apologize for possessing prior knowledge of how this game works. All right, let's take a look at what we've got here. So Advent mech and an Advent trooper. Advent trooper, not much of a problem. You know, he's 3 points of damage and a grenade will take care of him. That mech, though, you'll see he's got 2 yellow dots to the right of his health bar. Those are 2 points of armor. Armor functions as damage resistance. It will just eliminate the first 2 points of damage that go into him. So that is something that you can take care of through combinations of abilities like Shredder or grenades. And actually what I'm going to try to do is see if I can, no. And one of the useful things that the Grenadier gets is an ability that increases the blast radius of their grenades. It would be able to hit both those guys. Just a little bit too far away right now. You're gonna have to pick something else. All right, let's see what we've got here. We've got squad sight in on the trooper. I'm really tempted to just take, let's see, we've got 82% on somebody else on the other side of the building now.
Okay. Never mind.
So we got some other players out here, and that's an alien. I'm gonna take a shot. Oh, Viper. Viper's the only thing that has the reflexes that could have done that. All right, let's go ahead. Garth, I'm going to use your trick. If I go here, where do I start getting line of sight?
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah,
you're flanked.
But that'd be flanked. That would be all sorts of bad. All right, maybe I won't use my my Grenadier quite yet. Let's take our specialist. She has to get closer anyway. We're gonna lose that loot if we don't do something about it.
Decisions, Pete.
I know. You know what?
I'm on it.
I am timing you, by the way, and I'm going to compare that relative to Kevin's time per turn.
I think that's
right now you're not doing too hot.
That's terribly unfair. I think that's terribly just giving people all sorts of wrong ideas. Not much of a shot. All right, let's get her Grenadier up. Let's see what she can do. She will be able to
Heading out.
get her shot in on the mech. Hopefully get that shredder shot off. Wait a second. Why didn't I? No target.
You're slightly out of range.
Got it covered.
It's alright.
All right, all
To
right.
fight another turn.
So, oh, I want that loot, but I don't want to die at the same time. This is, all right. Here's what we're gonna.
I would
we're
say
gonna
go
come
for
over
it.
here.
Just
We're
go
gonna come
stand
up-
out in
come
open
over-
cover.
Yes,
and see if I'm
thanks,
free.
Garth. I'll
Right
keep
now.
that in mind. I appreciate
For that
See what chat says. about
lesser
Yeah.
scope, that gives you a
For
half
for
percent.
half percent
Yeah.
extra damage.
Right.
Let's only 51% there. Let's go ahead and start whittling down the neck. All right, nice shot, rookie.
Yep. You do have the rocket launcher, but it functions the same way like in Enemy Unknown, where you need both actions to shoot it.
And you need a straight up line of sight in order to do it.
Not even close.
Okay. Alien turn. Let's see what happens now. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. No!
Target's still up.
Mech will probably take advantage of this clump.
Thanks. Oh, no.
Oh,
It's on
nice.
fire.
Oh,
The
no.
car's on fire.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
No, we get out
Yeah.
of the way. Okay. All right. I'm not
Fire's
too.
getting worse here!
Oh, jeez.
Fire's spreading.
You can actually get burned in XCOM too, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
you want to move away from burning things.
Don't.
If you go to the guy who's on Overwatch, the Advent Soldier.
Yeah.
So now you'll see that soldiers that are on Overwatch, or the enemies that are on Overwatch, will have a little icon that shows you and will remind you that
Yes.
this guy.
This guy's on Overwatch. We're gonna solve this problem though, I think.
Fire in the hole!
The rookie's like the best person on the team.
so far,
doing
yes.
great.
There's his promotion.
Yep.
Good job, rookie.
Hey Pete, I wanted to go there to get you some moral support. The first message I saw was, "Well, rest in peace, Pete."
Yeah, that's to anybody who's watched these streams before, that's not an uncommon sentiment. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna bring Neo in here. Actually, I'm gonna bring her back out this way. Watch this. If I take her there, yep, she will have line of sight on the mech.
On your order. We got eyes on the objective.
Stained glass.
Commander,
All right,
we have
and now what
confirmation
I'm
of the
gonna do
exposed access
Is
point.
I'm going to pull up our gunslinger. Oh no, she won't be able to make it. How about our? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
On the move.
Grenadier's gonna come up.
Hopefully she can shred some of that armor. Although
Good shot.
you got her.
What are you doing? Yeah, girl. Oh.
Oh no, not quite.
Oh, is that what we're supposed to do to that guy?
Oh.
Head in the water
Shoot.
here.
All right,
You
so
got this.
out of ammo
Yeah.
there. So I got it.
Oh yeah.
End this thing.
And here.
Nice.
Nice.
That was fun. Oh, and I'm in the open.
Target down.
That's fine.
That's great. All right, so here's what we'll do. Let's do what we came to do. Let's hack this workstation remotely.
Another nice advantage to the specialist. You really cut down on. Sometimes you're down to the last turn to
Yep.
get that objective, but the specialist is a huge advantage to do the remote hack.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try for this this large intel cache because I'm guaranteed to breach the network anyway. And Terrence, our engineer, is shaking his head, going, "No, you fool! Don't."
Terrence has some experience with
I'm
this.
extremely impressed. And almost.
Hack Rewards always has that feel of rolling the dice.
Yeah, it does.
Gambling.
It
It's
does.
very, very fun.
Good to go.
Menace 1-5, confirm successful acquisition of the Advent data. Be aware,
Oh.
hostile forces are
That's
inbound
fine.
on your position.
I have
opposition
solutions
and any
to that problem.
reinforcing troops.
Namely, I have a sharpshooter who is brilliant at close range with her pistol.
She's gonna be close.
Oh, unit is burning.
Oh, no.
Oh, all right. Well, we're gonna hunker down. Oh, good. Oh, good. An officer and two. Well,
You're fine. You're good.
good part, Kevin, is you have an extremely low bar to work with here.
You're
good. You haven't
I think
lost
you're doing
anyone
great.
yet, right?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
We'll just-
How these
so
missions
these guys are going to think about what they're doing,
Yes.
and
There they go. They thought about it.
they thought about it, and they don't like it.
They regrouped.
Still burning. That's not good.
Yeah, Stacy's gonna be out of commission until she stops, drops.
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
Oh, rough ram.
Rough
That
room.
was
Rough
rough.
room.
Rough room.
R.I.P. Rough room.
R.I.P. rough ram.
Okay.
Well,
All right. Well, let's see what we have going on here.
We'll visit you in the memorial after the
We
mission.
will. All right. So I think Enrique is going to do what he does. You know what? Let's actually, before I commit myself to an incredibly violent and stupid course of action, let's see what we have. We have one stun lancer there. We have one officer over there. And we have a third stun lancer here. So I wonder
You have a
if
rocket launcher.
that's why.
Oh, he's indoors.
Well, let's see.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
There you go.
Oh, no. I want that one instead. All right. Oh, these guys. Yes, I. Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
there you go.
There we go.
Beautiful.
That's right. That's right. All right. Good. 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 All right. Now let's see. You know what I need to do is I need to use. Well, let's see. Will revival protocol work on burning? No. Well, looks like she's done burning. That's good. No.
She's still out of commission. Revival protocol, I believe, just works on poison, unconscious.
Okay. Well, let's see. I can get this guy.
She's good though. She's back in business.
He's back in. Yep. Okay. That's good.
X-ray
So
neutralized.
the chat's digging the music. Which
Are
is,
they?
By our composer, Mr. Tim Wynn.
Yes, he's incredible.
He is very good. All right, let's see what we have going on over here. So we got one stun lancer left. So no matter what, he could take a shot there. Let's see where's mine. Any other options? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually use my. Oops. I'm going to send my gremlin out and do a protocol here. Might help a bit. Another, yeah. Risk mitigation.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
do. And get cover here.
Heading out.
Next turn. Okay. Now let's get Freddy.
Moving on target location.
Actually, he's pretty low on ammo, and that's not much of a shot. 53%.
Are you kidding? That's an amazing shot. In XCOM
Yeah, in
world with
XCOM, in
rookies?
XCOM turns.
What do you keep? Why did you just take that shot? That was terrible.
I'll get him next
What are you
shot.
thinking?
I'm all out.
Oh,
away.
oh, oh,
Oh,
oh,
no.
oh.
A lot of enemies on this map.
Yeah, there are. Who set the force level on this map? This is crazy.
Central said this was going to be easy.
Ooh.
Oh no.
All right, stunned one.
That's okay.
That's a lot of damage, though. A lot of damage.
Lori.
Okay, let's see
Already
what
got
happens. Come on.
All right, that one hurt.
Oh man.
Burning. All right, no longer
There you
burning. Hooray. That's really good. All right. So everybody's going this way now. We are going to go this way as well too. So we're not interested in carrying anybody. We are interested in hitting people with a sword in the face.
You are a wild man.
I love it. I love it. Like seriously, this never gets old.
Nice.
Like, why would the other one do anything but melee?
Some would
Humans
choose
deserve-
that to be a cleanup mechanic, but I like that is your go-to. I like
You
it.
know, this isn't my current working save. I can reload this
That's kind of
anytime
my
I want.
approach, yeah.
This is, yeah, all right.
On the move.
Get back under cover a little bit.
This guy's been your MVP, huh? Is that
Yes,
That's
yes,
right,
it's
yeah.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Thanos.
I'll take a 48% at this range. That's not a bad shot.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh, see?
All right.
See? That's
That's a good shot.
a good shot.
Armor hit.
You're good.
That's okay.
Yeah, armor.
Yeah, seriously. That's exactly why we bring armor on these missions.
Yeah.
I like how the church is on fire, the ceiling is starting to collapse. Well, it's an Advent
Yes,
church.
this is
I
true.
feel less bad about that.
Knock out the stained glass.
Great, that's right.
Hostile terminated.
Welcome to Earth.
Is that everyone?
Status
do it?
confirmed.
Did
That's
Pete?
it.
There you
That's
go.
it.
Down and the
I
area
only
is
lost
secure.
one soldier.
Status confirmed.
Yeah, all
Mission
praise.
accomplished.
And you got 3 wounded. That was really unimpressive.
Well done, Pete.
Yeah,
That's a
good.
good mission, yeah.
On normal difficulty, Pete.
This is this is a good. Oh, this is cool. This is a new.
Kevin, you
cool
ready to
thing.
look good?
Oh yeah. Kevin's,
God, no.
Kevin's going to be fantastic.
Oh,
with
goodness.
this. So this is going to be fun.
Look at how come Freddy keeps like sticking his face into the camera? Like he was peeking at the shot before, and I was like leaning forward in front of the UI.
He's like,
He wants you to know.
Who
Yeah.
made most attacks? Rookie Theo Thanos.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, rookie Freddie Mercury. He's like, yeah. So who's getting a promotion? We go back to this guy
Yep.
right here. And when you get off the Sky Ranger, there's a walk up, which is
This is just a small example of the level of love. So cool. It's a little bit of swagger of the resistance, and if they're wounded, as you can see, they're going to drop down to one knee, and there's an indication that they'll be ready for the next.
there's some other cool stuff might happen. Oh, he's like, oh, yeah, exactly. Making shots, that's me. I do that.
It's always funny. Like the sniper is always the one that's still standing. He's always the one that's going back.
Yeah, exactly. So let's show you some of the sergeant abilities here. Shadow Step. This soldier does not trigger Overwatch or reaction fire. Hugely helpful.
Yeah, favorite.
Especially when you're going in to blitz the one guy who's on Overwatch. That's awesome. And then Shadow Strike is when you are concealed, you pop out, you hit extra hard for extra crits. That pairs so well with Phantom and some other abilities later on in the tree. I think Assault and Scout do such a great job of differentiating the 2 ways that this soldier class builds out that I really think.
Look at poor Boom Boom.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to go into the memorial and
Oh,
show
yeah.
off.
Yeah, we'll do that.
A little
Little poster
Yeah.
here.
right up a little.
Yeah, we do a Viper autopsy. XCOM councilman's happy with us. We get an engineer. We also get a warning that our force is understaffed.
Commander, the ongoing stress of combat can shake
And,
up even the best
yeah,
of our
let's go to that.
soldiers.
Let's go to the memorial.
As long
here.
as
Oh,
we keep
there's
them
There they are.
some of our
I'm sure
troops
they'll recover given
being
time.
sad.
They don't seem too sad. They must have not liked Boom Boom.
Yeah.
I don't know. I miss Room.
This is I love this that you can now write the epitaph for your soldier.
Yes, Pete.
Yeah.
Twitch made me do
Pete,
it.
what did you like about
Yeah, it's okay. If only Pete hadn't been in command. Let's.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
there we go.
Well,
Yeah,
all right, Pete.
I like it. All right. Yep. Okay. Thanks from your sacrifice is appreciated.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's come back to the studio for a second, and we're gonna reload the save while we